all right. I can't wait to get y'all live, man. Get crunk, man, baby. Let's get crunk. It's Saturday morning. I know you guys ain't doing nothing else, but let's just look at some of this film. Let's get it going, baby. What's going on? Shout out to Brian Royal. Shout out to 901. You in the mix, second place. And Rodney Jones, you in third, man. Come on, you got to step it up, bruh. Step it up, man. Thank everybody for tuning in to the world, man. This is the nation. Of course, we're going to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles. We're going to have to bring them in. In order to be the best, you got to study the best. And to me personally, that front four for the Philadelphia Eagles, they are one of the best out of the league. I must say, after looking at the film, I have to say this, guys. And I know as Cowboys fans, we always have our view of the smaller brother that's in our division. They finally got them one. And I always say salute to the Eagles fans. My brother's a diehard Eagle fan, crying out loud. But they've been crying, so they finally got their cup of ice cream. Salute to them. Appreciate that. Appreciate all what they did out there as far as winning the Super Bowl for the NFC East division, because they're still bringing home to our division. It speaks volumes of who we are and what we stand for as far as a NFC division. We are the best in the NFL altogether, and I couldn't stand Tom Brady anyway, so it was like a bittersweet moment. They can win another one, for crying out loud, versus Tom Brady, because I don't want Tom Brady to get another ring. And it's just not me just hating on Tom Brady, but it's just weird how the Philadelphia Eagles and the New England Patriots are considered the top teams of the world, but when we are all left out as Cowboys Nation. But it is what it is. I'm going to give you guys a snippet of what this film is all about. Is pretty much Fletcher Cox. He's dominating, right? And I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in. But I want to give a shout out to Chris that's in my Facebook panel. I call this is what I'm going to do. My nickname for the Facebook, they don't have a chat box, they have the panel. So the panel is the Facebook. So when I say Facebook panel, I'm giving a shout out to those that's in that mix. So shout out to Chris, shout out to Raymond, and shout out to Carrie Tego that's holding it down for me on the Facebook panel. And that's the panel, the panel for the elite. That's what I'm talking about right there. So let's look at this film. I really appreciate all you guys. I'm gonna cue it in, and we're gonna get things going. Q&A is going to be at the end of the session. So this is how we do it. This is how we roll. This is how we rock, baby. Let's get this thing going. Let's get this thing going one way or another. All right, thank everybody for tuning in. Just want to be able to give you guys a very quick look. I don't have time to do everything for today, but I want to give you guys an inside look at Fletcher Cox. And every time I hear his name, I think of 2012. I think of Morris Claiborne. That's the guy that we picked over him, and I also think of Luke Kuechly. Morris Claiborne was the guy that we picked 6th overall in the first round in 2012. But when you talk about Fletcher Cox, what he's able to do for this Eagles team, this is like the opposition look, and I'm always going to give you guys a view of how in the hell the Eagles got to where they at, and it's about this guy named Fletcher Cox, number 91. They have a unique way of utilizing him. He have a crazy skill of getting out to the ball, flying out to the ball, and they can line him everywhere on their line, and they got to take an account for him. And he has that type of skill set, that ability to always demand a double team. You always have to worry about that. The Eagles does this. They want you to spread out wide. They want you to move out to the edge. When you think there's the protection, no. Let's look at this defense entirely. And when you look at this defense, when you look at what Fletcher Cox is able to do, they spread their guys out, they fan them out, and they want you to be able to say, I can roll out to the edge. And that's not going to happen, guys. Look, they don't care about lining the guy over the center. They don't care about shooting gaps this way and that way, because they know for sure that Fletcher Cox going to demand the double team. It's one-on-one outside on every day. Double team right here. One-on-one onto the outside. They're going to get their guys to come home, and that's just the bottom line. That's just how it goes when you're playing against the filthy. They got these guys flying out to the ball. They have that ability, and it's crazy in a sense, because the way they line up is just weird. It's unique to its own self, and they don't care. They don't care about the middle of the field. They're going to get the double team. It's one-on-one to the outside edges, and as you can see, it's just one of those things. Let me see if I can find the clip for you guys of the Cowboys game. And this right here alone, you know, when you're looking at this lineup and this setup, you see Fletcher Cox here, you see 64, Jonathan Cooper, right? Everybody was like, okay, Jonathan Cooper stepping up, he's doing his deal out there. Now, to me, he was better than the Byron Bells at least. He was better than Chaz Green playing to the inside. But let's look at this play altogether. The way they was able to create this fumble, was everything. And we're going to see right here, of course, they had Morris, I'm about to say Claiborne, number 46 back there. And there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. They're not feared about that run. They're not worried about that at all. And the edges there, the pocket collapse. And I do know that a lot of people saying, well, Dak Prescott is trash. Anybody else would have got that ball out. No, I got tape on Tom Brady, Matt Ryan, a whole slew of quarterbacks that couldn't get the ball off. And as we look at this play right here, Fletcher Cox, now he's going to be lined up over center, zero tech. And watch this. Why in the world was 64 Jonathan Cooper try to help out Travis? Travis okay. Why? That's kind of like me trying to give a donation to Bill Gates. You just don't do that, number 64. You left the lane open. The pocket was all collapsing at that point. I think number 72, he did his job against Fletcher Cox, one-on-one, mano-y-mano. And watch this. Why would you help out? It's crazy. Let's look at this play again. Why would you help out Bill Gates? It's like me making a donation to Warren Buffett. That's crazy. This guy is okay by himself on Fletcher Cox, but that's the threat what Fletcher Cox brings to the team for the as relates to Filthy. That lane is wide open for two guys to just murder Dak Prescott. And then, oh, I'm not forgetting about La'el Collins on this play. Oh my God. You do not launch and reach, La'el. Your feet not settle. Watch this. At this point, the best thing that La'el Collins can do is shed his hips this way, cover off the lane, but he's going to go for the jab. And remember, I'm always talking about the aggressor always win. 90% of the time, normally I always say that, but the aggressor always win in reality. If you setting the punch and you setting the edge, you will win in this game. And it's over. And did I talk about Byron Bell too as well? Oh my God, they murdered him on the edge right here. Watch how he comes off the edge. Remember, they fan their guys out so far out wide that they want you to run out to the outside. They want to get you out there to the edges. Both of the ends lost their battle, and then Jonathan Cooper gave a free alleyway, and he helped out the wrong guy. He gave donations to Bill Gates. Is crazy. Even on this player, I'm telling you guys, they want you to fan out to the outside. I'm coming for you, and that's just what it is. This is just a small snippet of me going over some of the strengths versus strengths series. I'm not finished at all by no fair of chances. I'm finished with this film, but I just want to give you guys a quick snippet before I run out and do some errands and do the do the honey-do list. You know how that goes, right? But I'm gonna show you these guys right here. Just pull pressure right up the middle. You cannot recreate that type of stuff out there on the field. When we talking about my team, Cowboys, watch how he just owned number 67. Line up mano-y-mano. Oh my God, watch this, man. He just took his lunch money, and destroyed him. That's what Fletcher Cox does. And that's why we drafted Morris Claiborne at the time. That's why we didn't want Luke Kuechly. It is what it is. We got Mo Claiborne, or we had Mo Claiborne, and we passed up on talent like this guy. That's why I'm glad Will McClay is now making the decisions out there. We cannot get this level of production with the guys that we have now. And I love our guys. And we just, hopefully our guys can stay on the field and we can have film sessions like this, just taking over, dominating up the middle. You guys know I love the pressure up the middle. Now, Malik Collins, yeah, I love his skill set, but it would take him years. It would take him at least another 2 years to just dominate one-on-one like this up the middle. I love David Irving, but we got the off the field situations and things like that. And it just makes me upset because we have the potentials, but we're not meeting up to those expectations. Remember, I always say this, everybody have reasonings, but results is what matter. And to be the fiercest, to be the scariest front four out there, you got to be able to play on Sundays. That's all the time I have for today. I really thank you all for yours. Don't forget to leave a comment. Leave me your opinions, your thoughts on this matter. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Salute. I'm out. Peace. Go Cowboys still. Damn filthy Eagles.